Ain't nobody convinced me that their mamas didn't tell them to go to that Walgreens and steal out that store. They got on robes and slippers with their bags of stolen goods at the door, cussing the workers out. One saying call his mama, and the one in the green robe cussing like a sailor. Talking about, bitch, I been knew how to count with your 4 out of ass. Bad built by that. This is beyond sad, clearly repeating what they heard somebody else say. I just hope that they get the help that they clearly need, or their future is sealed. I done went to junior B girl to this. Like, these kids are out of hand. Remember, these kids are in somebody's classroom, and y'all wonder why it's a shortage on teachers. And I guarantee you the mama's mad at the store manager and not the kids. Like, this world is getting crazy. They need to be on Scared Straight, and the mamas need to be held accountable as well. They look old enough to know the difference from right or wrong, and they cussing like sailors and talking about they gonna break everything in that bed. Yeah, Scared Straight, they ass need to go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So we're going to talk about this super viral video from TikTok where you had these young kids who decided to walk into a Walgreens and steal. So the bags that you see is basically the merchandise that they decided to try to walk away with. But the store clerk or the manager decided to lock the doors so they don't leave, right? I guess she was trying to call the police. Not really sure, but they did get away. They did get home safely to their guardian. And the reason I'm bringing this video is not the fact that they were stealing, right? Nobody's really surprised by this anymore. It's the people that were basically making excuses and justifying what these kids were doing, right? And that's the funny part about it, because these same groups of people and their guardian and their big sister were actually attacking and going after people that were defending them, but they didn't know it. They didn't know it at all. They didn't know that the people that were defending them were the ones that were actually defending them. So let's get into this clip here real quick, just so we see what was going on, and then I'll share with you guys what I mean.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this up. I'm cold. 10. Open it, fuck. I'll call my mom. Call my mom. We knew how to count. Show 4 out of that. Dad do that.
You can open the door.
I'm gonna open up this door because I'm not playing. All my fucking knows. Y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
Open up this door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm finna break something up in this. God, I'm finna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that for a 10 with y'all. Do not play with it.
You
Do
can
not.
like that, but you can't open the door.
Do not play with it. Open this door, I'll trash it.
You can open it.
I will trash this.
All right, we're sorry.
Fuck this. Open it.
Yeah, so you seen that. That was pretty much the short clip that went viral. Now, these kids are absolutely out of control, right? And you notice they said, call my mom. You can call my mom, right? Now, the mom wasn't the one that was there with them. Nobody really knows who took them there, but their sister was the one that spoke up for them. So she posted this on her TikTok, which was after the incident, to try to explain what happened. Now, at the same time, in this video, they're actually going after the people that try to defend them, because the defense that you saw on the comments, because as you notice here, she's turned off the comments. But in the comments, the people that were defending them, they were saying things like, oh, these kids were hungry. They were stealing food, right? They need clothes, right? That's the justification that you hear all the time when, when criminals, even if they're kids, they're committing a crime. They're stealing, right? They're taking something that they shouldn't. And you have even politicians that will come out and say, hey, they're hungry, right? They're starving. They're out there stealing.
And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe have to, they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
So, which is hilarious in this video, because they were defending these kids when they were making these comments. But these kids and this guardian, this so-called big sister, actually took offense to that. These people here took those comments as an insult, basically saying that they were broke, right? That's how they internalized it, which is what the comments is saying, is that, yeah, these kids are broke, they're hungry, they're starving. But of course, that's not the case. They're not starving, they're not hungry, they're stealing toys. That's the crazy part. That's what was in the bag, was toys and candy and snacks. And this video is just, it's so hilarious. Just watch it real quick.
Okay, so y'all, let me address this motherfucker. Let me sit up. What y'all sit up right. So these people in the comments, what y'all got to say to them?
Okay, so please, can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford
And
food.
second of all,
we fully dressed, we got
get
clothes.
more money than you.
We
Second
got
of all,
clothes.
y'all d***ing, stay, get off.
Don't
Y'all
talk
niggas.
about sister. This is not my mama, this is my sister. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke. You ain't getting no more shit. And that was not food inside that bag. That was snacks and toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's
Yo.
what y'all like the fuck.
Matter of
Fuck them.
fact, everybody
Fuck them.
steal. Matter of fact,
Y'all
y'all
got
grown.
food. Everybody
Y'all
that knows know y'all
I
got
can show
food.
you.
Y'all grown people?
More money.
Yeah, so you heard that, right? Absolutely ridiculous. These people are hilarious, right? So the people that were leaving those comments were in support, right? They were saying, hey, they're hungry, they're starving, they need help, right? And the response video was going after those same people that were in support of them stealing, which is just hilarious. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But besides all of that, I actually feel sorry for these kids. I 100% feel sorry for these kids, because if this is the guidance that they have, I mean, you can only imagine what their future holds, right? If what they're doing is okay, and you know what they're doing is okay according to their parents and their guardian or parent, their mom, because when they were in the store, what did they say? Well, you can call her, call my mom, right? You can call my mama. We're not worried about my mom or whatever, right? That's because their parents are not going to do anything about it. Their mom is not going to do anything about it whatsoever. See, when I was a kid and I did something I wasn't supposed to do, my parents were the last the last people that I wanted you to call. I want to deal with the law enforcement and whoever I need to deal with by myself without my parents finding out, because my parents were going to hold me accountable, right? So this kid here is saying, oh, call my mom. Well, he knows his mom is going to bail him out. His mom was probably going to walk up in there and cuss out the clerk for locking the doors, right? But not hold the kids accountable for stealing. And that's what tends to happen. These same kids are the same kids that cuss teachers out, that act out in school, that get in trouble all the time because their parents don't hold them accountable. And with stuff like this here, when you make excuses for them, whether it be parents or society or law enforcement or the justice system is not holding them accountable, it only escalates. If they're able to get away with this, and next time they decide to steal and somebody, let's say the clerk, decides to lock the doors on them again, what's going to stop these kids from pulling out a weapon, right? What if somebody tries to stop them from stealing, like a civilian, blocks the door, gets in the way? What's going to stop these kids from hurting that person, right? Because they've gotten no repercussions, no consequences for their actions so far. So it only gets worse. If you don't hold kids accountable immediately, right then and there, right away, their crimes only get worse. It only gets worse from here. And I feel sorry for these kids because they don't have the proper guidance that's going to lead them in the right path. These people, their guardians, their big sister, their mom, or whoever is gonna lead them to either prison or the grave. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. When you make excuses like this and they think it's okay, and they're making videos. They're making videos talking about everybody steals. Everybody steals. You should be able to steal whenever that you want. Right? That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, it was just so funny to me how their response video was a video going after the people trying to defend them because they were sympathetic to their poverty, right? That's what they were saying. All these kids were stealing because they're hungry. Look at the clothes they got on. They're poor. And they made a video attacking those same people, talking about, my sister got more money than you. We're not poor. We're not broke. We got food. But what does that tell you? They're not stealing for survival. They're not stealing because they're hungry or they're starving or they got no food in the refrigerator. Matter of fact, these the same people, 9 out of 10, that are probably on EBT or on food stamps or Section 8 or something, government assistance. I could put money on it. I will bet money on it. I promise you that. So no, they're not hungry. They're not starving. They're not broke. That's not what that is. He told you we were stealing toys and candy. But you have people, society, and politicians making excuses talking about these people are starving. This is hilarious, bro. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this video in the comment section. Leave your opinions down below. And of course, if you're brand new, consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.